Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Race Gaming. Asphalt 8 Airborne Review. You'll believe a car can fly. Between the Hot Wheels physics, licensed cars, online play, and gorgeous presentation, Asphalt 8 is worth a lot more than its $1 asking price. Whether or not it's worth all the in-app purchases that the player is constantly inundated with is another question, but in the game's defense, none of them are necessary to get all the cars and upgrades. If you're wondering whether to buy Asphalt 8, the answer is yes, so long as you've got some high-end hardware to play it on. Unreal Racing. If EA's Real Racing has a slavish dedication to authentic race car driving, then the Asphalt series could justifiably be called Unreal Racing. From the city and country tracks populated with traffic, to the unbelievable nitro boost system, to the titular aerial stunts, Asphalt 8 wants to be nothing more than a flat-out arcade fantasy. It shares its fast and furious style with the various console racers it apes, none more so than Criterion's Burnout series. Gameloft as a development company has all the originality of a photocopier, and it's clear that Burnout was their barely concealed inspiration for Asphalt 8. Unrealistic physics? Check. Smash happy knockout mode? Check. Music that fades out for jumps? Check. A camera that slowly and lovingly pans over environments and crashes? Check. A zombie-inspired infected mode? Well, that's lifted out of Forza, but you get the point. Connoisseurs of the racing genre will find nothing in Asphalt that they haven't seen before many times. All that said, a well-made copy is still enjoyable, and Asphalt 8 delivers the goods. Zipping around the tracks, jumping 200 feet in the air, smashing an opponent, and raising the combined auto insurance rates of the entire world by an appreciable margin is undeniably fun. Whether you're going it alone in the campaign or quick race modes or duking it out with real people online or in local Wi-Fi play, the feeling of speed and competition is an ever-present factor. In a starter car that might appeal to a lead-footed soccer mom or a $500,000 piece of carbon-clad adrenaline on wheels, you're going to be enjoying the ride. A lot of the fun comes from the jumps and multi-leveled nature of the stages, which you might have guessed from the title. Indeed, you'll spend a lot of time in Asphalt 8 Airborne, paradoxically gaining speed and distance on your boring contemporaries who elect to remain on the ground. You can even steer and lean while in the air. Somehow. This serves to add nitro boost to your meter, and you can get even more by flat spinning or barrel rolling. Get the drift and the timing just right, and you can completely refill your boost in a single jump. Speaking of boost, it's got a unique double activation mechanic. Press the boost button once to go faster, or twice to go much faster, but for a shorter duration. Time it right and you'll get a tertiary boost as well. It adds an interesting bit of strategy to the white-knuckle racing, and mastering this mechanic will be the difference between failure and victory in many races. The tracks in Asphalt 8 are a bit limited at only 9 for the entire game. But if the selection is limited, the variety isn't. You'll drive through everything from a relatively earthbound Monaco to an avalanche-prone Alps to a live space shuttle launch in French Guiana. Get a jump wrong and you might smash into a space shuttle as it's landing or bounce off the London Eye. I still wish there were more tracks, since you'll grind through the same ones over and over in career mode, see below, but the ones available are fun and challenging. What Asphalt 8 lacks in tracks it makes up for in cars. It's got everything from pocket rocket hatchbacks to unattainable dream machines. 47 cars in 5 classes are available, though they're split into some strange divisions that don't seem to have much to do with real-world price or performance. The latest from Ford, Dodge, Chevy, Audi, Nissan, Tesla, Bugatti, Ferrari, and Lamborghini are present, among other more exotic brands. The game doesn't have everything. I was disappointed at the lack of a Dodge Challenger, for example, and you won't find any classic models, but there should be plenty for gearheads to drool over. All the cars are souped up to extremes, but they have attributes that are generally analogous to real-world cars. For example, a Lotus Exige will beat a Ford Mustang off the line, but the Mustang will crush it when they trade paint.